Hello and welcome to Darren's Travels. On this travel, we talk about traveling the world if you're a guy by yourself. If this is the first time you're taking a trip overseas by yourself, this channel is for you. Today, I want to talk about packing. And again, if you've been in a relationship, you've been married, you've been traveling with friends before, you may have packed one way, but here's a way to pack when you're traveling by yourself. First of all, pack light. I guess that's the overall concept. Make sure you pack light when you're going. We're guys. We don't need a bunch of stuff. All you need is 4 or 5 pairs of clothes, and that's it. And it should all fit in a carry-on. You should not check in. You should not do any checked bags when you're traveling by yourself. It should all either be an over-the-shoulder bag or a backpack or a small, roll-on bag or whatever. And I'll talk about that in a second. But you just want to make sure you feel light. You feel lighter on your feet. You feel more maneuverable. Back in one of the videos, and I'll talk about it here in one of the cards, when I talk about trains, and you take trains from city center to city center, and I talked about the train station is always in the center, and so you get out of the train station and you walk to your hotel, and you want to have a light bag to carry while you're on that walk to the to your hotel or anywhere else that you have to walk when you're traveling. I'll tell you a story. I was in the Balkans, and I was trying to get to Sarajevo, Sarajevo in Bosnia, and I missed a flight before, and I had to get to Sarajevo somehow. But I got there anyway, and it was like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning in Sarajevo. Never been to Sarajevo, had no idea what to do. But I get to my hotel that I was staying at, and it was closed. It was literally closed for the night. And so I had to walk around the streets of Sarajevo and try to find a vacant hotel. And so I did, but the fact that I just had an over-the-shoulder bag, I was able to do that in no problem because my luggage was so light, because I travel so light. And so that's why, like I said, that's why it worked like that. And then also, if you're worried about not bringing enough stuff, or you're worried about how you're going to fit everything that you need in a small bag, don't worry about it, because there's an H&M or a Zara or some fast fashion store everywhere in the world. I've been everywhere. Oh, well, I take that back. I've been a lot of places in the world, and you can find an H&M on every corner. So if you forgot something, if you forgot a beanie, a belt, I don't know, whatever, or a shirt, if you need a warmer shirt, something like that, you can always buy it at the H&M when you're overseas. I do that. I've done that many, many times. And then also a tip on the flip side is that just because you can fit everything into a carry-on bag doesn't mean you should. Basically, again, travel light, and so you don't want to have, you don't want to fit your whole bag to the brim, and then it'd be heavy. So then, like I said, you're walking around the streets of Sarajevo, and you have this big, heavy bag on your shoulder. You want the bag to be relatively light, again, for maneuverability. I know a lot of people take backpacks now. They strap them like a real backpack, and they fit kind of like a suitcase essentially on your back. I don't do that. I just have an over-the-shoulder bag. Sometimes I'll take a small rolling bag, luggage, all that fits in the overhead bin. But one of the things that you should know is that if you take like a soft bag, like a duffel bag or a backpack, something like that, that has a better chance at fitting into that little bin that you're required to fit into, to take things onto the plane, as opposed to like the little rolling suitcase that, even though it might be the right size, if it's like bulging out or something, it may not fit in that bin that the airport people, they test the size of the luggage. So that's another reason why you can take like a soft duffel bag that smooshes and all that. Also, and this is another tip on the plane. Getting on the plane. Try to get to the front of your boarding order too, because sometimes the overhead bins will pack up and there's no more room. And so if you get there relatively early in your group, then you'll have space in the overhead bin. And then also they have, when the airline people look at you, they'll see that you have like a softer bag over your shoulder, and they'll let you on even if it's getting full. So anyways, that's how you should pack if you're a solo traveling guy. Again, we don't need a bunch of stuff, but make sure no matter what you do that you don't check in bags. And that's it. Hopefully that helps you. If this is your first time and you're getting ready to go overseas, please if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and if you would, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.